Good afternoon. Welcome to Careers. ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ కు సంబంధించి స్టూడెంట్స్ కి చక్కని గైడెన్స్ ఇచ్చేటువంటి కార్యక్రమం కెరియర్స్. ఇవాళ మన కార్యక్రమంలో చైనాలో MBBS గానివ్వండి ఇతర డిగ్రీలు గాని చదవాలనుకునే వాళ్ళకి ఏ విధమైనటువంటి యూనివర్సిటీ ఎంచుకోవాలి, అలాగే అక్కడ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ పూర్తి చేసుకునే వాళ్ళకి ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఏ విధంగా ఉంటాయి, వాటి గురించి ఈరోజు మనం డిస్కస్ చేయబోతున్నాం. దీనికి సంబంధించి షీహెల్స్ యూనివర్సిటీ అసిస్టెంట్ వైస్ డీన్ జియాంగ్ షీ ప్రస్తుతం మనతో పాటు స్టూడియోలో ఉన్నారు. ఆమెను అడిగి మనం ఈ చైనాలో MBBS కోర్సు గురించి రెండు వివరాలు తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. So, first of all, can you introduce yourself to our...
Hi, my name is Becky. My Chinese name is Zhang Xian. And right now I'm working for Shihezi University and as assistant of a vice dean of Shihezi University.
Right. Suppose if any person wants to study MBBS, anybody, so why should they go there?
Well, right now there are lots of advantages while studying in China. Okay, first of all, the quality of education is very high in China, and the living cost and all the expenses is very low in China, and all the degrees are recognized by WHO and MCI. So the fees are very reasonable and friendly people, nice environment. You can get a chance to know lots of different people from all over the world.
So apart from MBBS, what are the other courses? Are there any courses available apart from MBBS?
Yes, we have engineering, we have lots of other degrees, but for now MBBS is the most popular and well-known courses to study in China so far. Okay.
So how about the living expenses, cost of living when compared with India especially, or when compared with other countries as well?
Well, living costs in China compare the same quality of lifestyle. For example, compared with India, I think it's much less. Living costs in China is very less. Food and student pocket money costs no more than $200 a month, mostly. It depends on from a different city to another city. For example, if you live in Beijing, Shanghai, maybe they are more expensive. But if you live in Shihezi, like Qingdao, second stage city, is less. So it really depends on where you study, which city you choose. But generally, it's much less than European country, American country, and some of the Indian cities as well.
So cost of living is very less.
Very less, $200. I mean, as a student, if you don't go out for drinks and smoke every day, I mean, more than enough. $200.
Okay. While studying, can students work in any company or factory like that?
Well, if you're holding a student visa in China, normally it's not allowed. You cannot work in any company or anywhere in China, but except if you have some special skills. For example, your English is very good, you're speaking English like having a British accent or American accent, you can have a part-time as an English teacher in some language school, but only few hours. But 80% of the students, they're not working in China. Why? Because the expenses are very less in China. You don't have to work. I mean, the pocket money from your parents is more than enough just for living. Most of them, they don't work. So I suggest not to work as you come to study, focus on study. Okay?
So can they work on a daily basis or weekly only? If they want to work as a team?
I think only on their summer holidays and winter holidays. We have 2-time vacations in China. That's the time you should work. Normally, the school wouldn't suggest you to work in daily base or weekly base. So only on your vacation time, like summer holiday, you have 2 months, and the winter holiday around Chinese New Year, you have 1 month. So you got this time to work.
But you suggest not to work?
I suggest not to work because you don't have to work. Why? It's cheap.
Because they come from studies.
They come for study.
So they have to
focus on what you study. For the students who used to work in England or American, myself was studying in England. Why you have to work? Because the expenses are very, very high there. And in China, it's seriously not seriously necessarily to work because it's cheaper and nicer. I mean, perfect to study.
Okay. So in some countries scholarships are available for merit students. In your country, is scholarship available for merit students?
Most of the university have a scholarship available. Okay, but if you ask me, can I make sure that if I study China, I can get scholarship? I cannot tell you unless you're very qualified and if your standards, your scores are matched with the standards from the school, then you will have a chance to have a scholarship. But not for everyone.
Not for everyone.
Obviously.
Only for highly
qualified and recommended by their teachers from their own class. So we do give a scholarship every year. Every school has scholarship, 10 to 20 students every year for good scholarship. You have to be good, study hard, and if your teacher recommends you, you will get your scholarship.
So those people only will get scholarships.
Who are not study very well.
Great. So how long it will take for a person to complete MBBS course in China?
Most of the school have 5 years plus 1 year internship, which means you're going to study 5 years in China and plus 1 year, the last year will be internship, together to 6 years. Okay, the internship you can choose to study, to do your internship in China or back to India to do your internship. Both way can be fine.
This is an option only. It's not mandatory?
It's not. It's an option. You can choose by yourself.
Okay.
Okay. Mostly, it depends on after your school where you choose to work. Most of students would choose to do their internship in China only. And some of the students want to do it in India. So it's your option. You can choose by yourself.
But course duration is 5 years.
5 years.
After completion of the course duration, they can do internship there, or if they want to come here,
yes,
they can.
They can do.
Right.
They can do it.
We have a caller now, Venkat Reddy from Tirupati. Venkat Reddy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Cheppandi Venkat Reddy garu, మీ doubt ఏంటి?
I just want to ask a question to her.
Sure.
Is there any batch already studied in CV?
ఓకే, ఆల్రెడీ ఇదివరకు ఇక్కడి నుంచి వెళ్ళిన వాళ్ళు అక్కడ బ్యాచ్ ఏమైనా కంప్లీట్ చేస్తున్నారని అడుగుతున్నారా?
అవునండి.
But is there any batch who already finished their studies in your university?
Yes, in Shihuzi University we already have one finished 5 years ago. They already complete. Some of the students already finished their courses in Shihuzi University. And
from India?
From in China.
I mean, are there any students who completed their studies in China?
Yes.
From India?
Yes, they already. That's what I'm saying. They already finished their study in China and they are doing their internship right now.
Okay.
In India and China. Okay.
Right.
That's the first one. That was like 5 years ago.
Okay.
First batch.
So what about the expenses? How much they need
let's say if you want a number, I can tell you. The expenses studying, you mean the school fees or the living cost? Everything. Okay. So if you choose to study in Shihuzi University, the school fees will be 16,000 RMB. Chinese money. In dollars.
In terms of dollars or in terms of rupees?
$3,000. Less than $3,000.
Per year?
Per year.
Okay.
Okay. Then the living cost will be $1,000 a year for accommodation fees. Okay. The rest, as I said, your food, your entertainment, your books will be cost like $200 a month. That's the orange one. I'm not saying for everyone. Well, if you want to live in a bachelor way, I don't know.
It differs.
Yeah, it depends on what. That's a general. How much normally students study.
For studies, $3,000.
Study. Less than $3,000. Because I cannot convert like right now.
Approximately.
Yes. For in RMB, it's 16,000 RMB Chinese yuan.
Okay.
Okay. And the accommodation is 8,000 kuai yuan. So now the dollars is $1 equals 6.8 or something like that. So it's less than $3,000.
Right. You have another caller, Kodeshwar Rao from Guntur, I think. Kodeshwar Rao, good afternoon.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
చెప్పండి మీ డౌట్ ఏంటి?
అది ఇప్పుడు 6 years చైనాలో చదువుతామంటే ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్ లో చెప్తారండి? చైనీస్ లాంగ్వేజ్ లేకపోతే ఇంగ్లీష్ లాంగ్వేజ్ లోనో వాళ్ళు చెప్పేది?
Medium of instruction. Right. They just want to know what is the medium of instruction.
All the courses are in English medium. Okay, English medium teaching fully in English teaching classes. Teachers speak English and the books are in English. Everyone writing English, speaking English. It's fully English. Yes, English medium. Secondly, yes, if you would be better if you know a little Chinese for living survival Chinese.
outside the classroom.
Outside of classroom.
For inside classroom,
Fully
this will be in English.
Everything English.
Teachers will speak in English.
Stop English.
That's good. Right, Jiang Shi, we'll take a short break now in this program. And carry కార్యక్రమంలో కూడా షార్ట్ బ్రేక్ తీసుకుందాం.